What's going on, guys? Ryan with Car Audio Inc. Just finished an install on a 2009 Chevy Impala. I ran out of blue tape, so just making sure I don't get the license plate in there. But let's go check out what we did. This is a really nice car. I did an install on a 2004 or 5 Chevy Impala, and both very nice cars. I like them. They definitely up the comfort, like the road noise and everything. It's just a lot more luxurious. Anyway, we did a radio install on this, as you can see. Put in a DDX 396. This car did not have Bluetooth. Ironically, it had an OnStar, but we bypassed that because the owner does not use it. iAudi phone mount. You can get that on a link to that on my website at caraudioinc.com/Amazon. Anyway, back to the install. We flush mounted a USB and placed one at the cigarette lighters so that he could do Android control. Customer has an Android phone. It's also good because you can do firmware updates, and you know, if you're into putting music on a USB stick, you can do that too. Here's the Bluetooth microphone. Okay, I guess you're just not gonna focus for me. It's all blurry and shit. Oh wow, look at that. There it is. As you can see, no wires showing. You know, we take the 8-pillar off always and zip tie it to the factory loom. It's the only way to really get the wire. There's like a little channel up in the headliner. It's the really only way to make sure that it's seated behind a barrier so that it won't flop out as the user's driving. And it's the right way to do it. It takes a little bit longer, but yeah, so all the connections are soldered and heat shrink. We had to get an interface module to retain the chimes. Oh, duh. So as you can hear, the chimes are retained because I have the door open and the lights on. With this particular install, since we went with the DDX 396, what I like to do, you know, it's totally up to the customer and everything, but if you don't have steering wheel controls, I like to get you a volume knob, just because, I don't know, it seems to make sense to me. So I asked the customer and he was like, yeah, I want a volume knob. So, but he wanted Kenwood and he wanted quality, and he didn't want to do Android Auto or anything, so this is the model for that. Just kind of like the ability to, you know, it's touchscreen. You can get a backup camera if you want. We didn't do that on this car. But there was an issue with the volume knob where this kit, the radio sat like where this was completely inset, and it was really hard to get to the volume knob. So what I did was I filed the inner lip down enough to where you could get it out and access it. But I don't know if you can tell, but this kit, it looks like it's a square opening, but it's got like some lines and stuff in it. If we went too far out, these edges would have poked out and looked weird. So I decided to kind of compromise. It's not fully sticking out, but it's enough where you can get in there without feeling inhibited. I did a tune on this car. You know, it's interesting. I don't want to insult the customer speakers, but a lot of times it's when you're trying to upgrade your system and everything, you might wonder what you should upgrade first. And I always say the head unit, because oftentimes you swap that out and you realize your speakers aren't as bad as they seem. But in this case, you know, it could have been both, but man, these speakers are the bass response, I don't know, man. After I tuned it, it sounds pretty good, but when I first slapped it in, usually it's like, oh, that's so much better, but it wasn't with this. It was like, Jesus, what the hell? So I sat here and I tuned it, and you know, keep in mind this is FM radio. But yeah, so you know, he's got the Bluetooth now. He likes Pandora, so we put that on the front screen. And yeah. The module also retains accessory power, so as you can see, as I turn the car off and pull the key out, the radio stays on, and then as I open the door, it will shut off. So that's retained accessory power. Something I've been trying to portray in these videos is that if you want these installs done quick and dirty, I'm not your guy. I take my time and I make sure everything is right. You know, it's like, I'm just trying to convey that message, because I get, you know, a lot of people that are just like, how fast can you do it? And it's like, I can do it really fast, but it's not going to be done right. If you like what you saw, hit us up at caraudioinc.com.